Hey dudes, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking, I am sharing a legendary hangover cure with you. It's called Chilaquiles. It's a Mexican breakfast that's fried tortillas covered in a bunch of salsa and cheese, sometimes egg, sometimes chicken is added. We're gonna do fried egg today because nothing will cure what ails you like a fried egg gravy and some hot sauce mixed together on your plate. Of course, chased by a michelada, duh. Okay, so this is really simple, like it sounds. I've just got a couple tortillas here, corn. If they're stale, all the better. They don't have to be, but this is also just a great way to use up stale tortillas. So this is how I like to cut them, in little strips. You'll sometimes see them in squares or triangles, but I like this better. It's a little bit easier to eat. So maybe like 1 inch by 1/3 of an inch to a 1/2 inch thick. So I've got these little strips, and I'm just doing this for one person, for moi. So you can scale it up or scale it down or whatever. If you're only feeding half a person, by all means, just use one tortilla. All right, so I've got a skillet here. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. You don't need a whole lot really. Maybe just like a teaspoon or two. I'll go closer to a teaspoon. Watching my figure. Just kidding. Jesus Lord. Okay, so I'm gonna heat this up over high heat. And we're just gonna fry our tortillas until they're crispy. It'll take a few minutes. And I wrote a song for you so that you will always remember and never forget what are chilaquiles. Ready? What do you call a bunch of tortillas fried with some salsa on top and an egg on the side? They call it chilaquiles. Yeah, they call it chilaquiles. Yeah, they call it chilaquiles because that's what it's called in Mexico. So there you go. You can sing that song to yourself whenever you're making these, and you'll remember all the ingredients because there's only 3. Okay, so just kind of stir them around. See, they're already starting to get a little bit of color on them. And I like to get mine pretty crunchy. Sometimes you'll get these in restaurants and it's almost just like a casserole where it's sort of just like, it's almost like they baked all the tortillas or like cooked them in the sauce or something, and it's a little too mushy. So I like to get them a little crunchy and then just let the sauce soften them a little bit on the plate. And you can also use like any different salsa. We are using the salsa from the enchiladas bandera that we made on Tuesday. So this is just tomatoes and chiles de árbol and onions and garlic. You could use a green tomatillo salsa. You'll see that a lot too. Guajillo chili salsa. Anything that's kind of smooth is okay to use. So we're just about there. You can see some of these little strips are getting brown and toasty and golden and crunchy. They don't all need to be crunchy because you don't want to be like eating a plate of tortilla chips, but get some little crunch on there, okay? So I think this is good. Call it off. And just put this here on my little plate that I'll be serving on. I'm gonna set that aside. And then, skillet's still hot. I'm just gonna heat my salsa up in this same skillet. That's dramatic. It's like a volcano just erupted in here. Okay, now I'm gonna switcheroo. I'm gonna put this back here and just put it on a simmer just to get it warm while I fry a little egg here. So I'll get my skillet hot. And this is, I've never showed y'all how to fry an egg, so pay attention, here it comes. I don't know, I'm not like a master or anything, but I use this little tiny cast iron skillet, and I always use butter. For some reason, butter with eggs works so much better than oil or spray stuff or whatever. And so add some butter. My butter is all up. Look at that. Who put this in here? Okay. So again, we don't need like a whole lot, but maybe a little bit more than that. About a teaspoon again. Teaspoon and a half. Half a pat. I'm gonna wait for it to kind of like foam up and then subside, and that's when I will crack my egg in. So see, it gets a little like white. The handle on this tiny skillet gets hot really fast. Boo, my life is hard. Okay, that seems good. I'm just gonna crack that in there. Hopefully we'll have more success than I did with the omelet video, right? Thumbs up for knowing what I'm talking about. Okay, and I'm just gonna let this go for, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute. I never count it. Let's count it now. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Okay, so yeah, that was about 30 seconds, I guess. Just until like starts to get set here, like all the white is set on the bottom. And look how nice this works. I mean, aside from all the splattering, I'm gonna put an eye out. But other than that, this is like flopping around all loosey-goosey. And then, this is only gonna happen once, people, pay attention. Just like that. Voila! I'm gonna turn the heat down to low. Once that's flipped, hit it with a little S and P, except I'm all out of P right now, so I'll just use some S. Oh, I have P for paprika. That'll be cute. There's the secret ingredient. Just made that one up. All right, that's probably good. So you want to keep it soft if you like that sort of thing. So I'm going to turn that off and turn my butt on back here to assemble. Okay, so I have my delicious tortilla strips here. I'm going to top those with some salsa. If you wanted to do this for like a brunch or something, you could totally have your chips all fried and just keep them warm in the oven and have your sauce simmering and then just have people assemble it and then you fry an egg as they want them. I think that'd be really fun. You could do a couple different salsa options even. Anyway, put some salsa on there, be generous. And then slide the egg out on there. And then I've got some of my cotija cheese. Some avocado would be really great with this. Sprinkle that on there. And then I've got some, look how pretty this is gonna be. Look, it's like 2 eyes and a mouth made out of serrano peppers. Okay, there we go. Viola, look at that, it's lovely. Great hangover cure. Okay, I'm chomping into it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey guys, is that what you're talking about? This is actually a little bit less runny than I thought it would be, but we had to reset the cameras. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna taste it, and it's gonna be awesome no matter what. I can't remember my Chilaquiles song now. Okay, well, I'm sure it was great, and I'm sure it was almost as good as this is. This is a great recipe, super quick, super quick breakfast. Actually, probably pretty healthy, except for if you avoid oil, then never mind, forget I said anything. But I think with some vegetables on the side, some spinach or something, this would be a great breakfast that kind of hits all of your food groups. And hope you try it. If you have any questions or any comments, or if you would like to share your favorite hangover cure or your favorite chilaquiles salsa, please leave it in a comment below and I'll respond as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Please thumbs up, please favorite, please share with your friends. I really appreciate it from the bottom of mi corazón. All right, have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Bye.